Raider Nation, what's going on? We got a lot to talk about. Famous hotel in Oakland shutting down, our coach, and some financial issues. But we do got a couple rookies that have gotten some good light in the public. Let's talk about it. Salute everybody. Welcome to the Spicy Shield Talk. I'm your boy Chris with Protect the Shield. I'm with the lovely Spicy Raider girl. How you doing today?
Hey, what's good, Raider Nation? What's good, Chris? It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Did y'all miss us?
Yeah, they did miss us. I miss you, Spice.
Thank you. Likewise.
You've been having a lot of fun though. It was good keeping up with you. In fact, what we can probably talk about first is you were at the badass Raiders commercial.
This is true. I'm still on the little triangle, as they say, from the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. So that was my triangle. But yeah, I was out there. I can't even remember now. Was it like 2 weeks ago, I think, out there for the commercial at Allegiant Stadium. If you saw, I was filming, or I was live, I should say, on For Life a Raider Story YouTube channel if you want to check that out. I don't know when it's going to be released or anything, but it was cool. It seemed like a cool concept. The concept starts in Oakland with some of the fans from up there that are well known, going down to LA from some of the fans that are well known, and then ending up in Las Vegas, kind of like a fall in line situation, I suppose.
That's awesome. Well, everybody, you guys should know the routine. Make sure you guys hit that torch, light them thumbs. Make sure you guys subscribe to both channels, Protect the Shield and also Spicy's channel at For Life Our Raider Story. But before we get started, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. So got my boy Robert Pena in the building. What's going on, man? Got my 2 cents in the building. Salute to you. Let's see. Got Billy Davis. What's up, man? How are you? Got Ray Love in the building. My cents. Salute to Spicy.
Salute.
Got Mother Moon in the building. What's going on, Moon? What's happening? Got my guy Scotty Waddy, half of your show. I can't wait till you guys get that going again on Monday. The Monday Madness. So
Monday Night Madness. My other half.
Your other half. Shout out Scotty, man. So hope all's well with you, man. But guys, we got a lot to talk about. So one thing that a lot of fans, especially the ones in the Oakland area, and I know you, Spice, being from that area and has been a fan for a long time of the actual Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
So there was, the iconic, Hilton hotels closing after, decade.
56 years.
Yeah,
56 years.
So what, with me not being from that area, and others that aren't from that area, what does that mean? Like what, I've been to a couple parties out there, but what's like the significance of that kind of closing after all this time?
Yeah, it's a huge significance, and actually it's been speculated for a long time, but it's due to close in August. So if you want to get out there for the last time, there's only a few more weeks. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think I'll start out with the most iconic thing, I think, or I guess iconic is the right word, thing that had happened at the Hilton. And then we'll kind of go into everything that's happened while the Raiders were there. But, Al Davis, the owner of the Raiders, died at age 2 at the Hilton Oakland Airport in his suite. So that's like, one of the most significant things that I think that could be said there.
That. Wow.
Yeah, Al Davis died right there at the Hilton in Oakland. So, that's kind of a big deal. Also, there's all sorts of rumor. I don't know if rumors is the right word. Maybe it's confirmed or not. I mean, Tom Flores, he lived there at times. I know some other players live there as well. And then, I would say for Oakland Raiders fans, it was one of the iconic places. I say there's probably like 3 places when I say Oakland Raiders fans, I mean fans of the Oakland Raiders when they would flock to Oakland.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just from Oakland. Like all over. Whoever, basically, if you traveled to Oakland to see a game, there were maybe 2 or 3 iconic spots,
Right.
and this Hilton being one of them. They held different sort of tryouts there. The CTE, Commitment to Excellence dinner, was held there, and things like that. So, it was really part of the culture and the staple of the Oakland Raiders for many years, and including, like I said, probably one of the most iconic. I don't know if that's the correct word, but Al Davis passing there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, I really didn't know that. That's I've like I said, I've been there a few times just with parties and stuff, and it's pretty legit. What's the word, like why are they closing? Just, I know a lot of stuff in the area is just kind of moving, or is it crime related, or what have you heard?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't read into the why, but I think the writing was on the wall. Once the Raiders left, and now the Warriors actually left before the Raiders, I believe, a year before, and the A's are kind of on their way out, and that's a huge business. Those are 3 huge businesses.
Yeah.
So it's players, fans, everyone would stay there. So without kind of having that as an anchor tenant, if you will,
right.
There's just not really I don't think there's the need for it anymore. To be quite honest with you, I'm a little surprised it didn't. Unfortunately, not that I wanted to. It didn't happen sooner. Yeah, I'm surprised they were to sustain it for this long after those teams leaving.
Yeah, because you don't have the events there and all that, and that push. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I hate to see that, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of get from your standpoint just kind of the significance of that, because I did see that, and I was just curious. But that's crazy. That's crazy. But onto some lighter news, our boy, Maxx Crosby, he got some recognition and tribute to his college, his alma mater, Eastern Michigan, and they have now named the field after him, and it's the Crosby Field. So not sure if you guys know about that, but here's just a peek of the tribute that they did for him. Just
It's cool.
Someone from Maxx, coming from a small school like that, and them paying tribute to him, man. So that's pretty badass, man. Shout out to Maxx and all the hard work that he's been putting in. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think it's very special. That's a very small school in terms of guys that have come through to make it in the NFL, right?
Right.
So I mean, it's a big deal for anyone, I think, to have their name on anything. So shout out to, I know Rachel Crosby, his wife. She played soccer at Eastern Michigan. I don't know if they played on the same field as that football field, but shout out to them. We'll call it a dual. Crosby Field.
All I know is, well, you might not mind it, but why is his shorts higher than hers? I don't want to see all that thigh, Maxx. You know what I'm saying? Why are your shorts tighter than Rachel's, Maxx? We got to talk about that.
Oh, no comment. I actually didn't even notice.
That was the first thing I saw. I'm like, why'd I see all this man's thigh, man?
I think I'm just so used to seeing it. He wears those shorts like every time I've seen him, so maybe I'm just used to it. Plus, how are you going to show off the leg tat if they're longer,
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. Tat? Maybe.
For sure. Let's get back to a couple more of the comments. So we got Myra in the building. What's going on, Myra? Got Aaron. Salute to you. Let's see. A-Line said, good evening, Spice Protect the Shield. What did I miss? So you're going to have to just rewind it, man. Said Myra said, hella memories at the Oakland Hilton, for sure.
Do tell, Myra. Do tell.
Yeah, Myra might, yeah. See, no, we don't want to get her started. Let's say Billy. Myra, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if you are lying. She said the Oakland mayor's house just got raided. So I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if you're trolling or not, Myra, but I'm sure somebody will let us know.
Listen, don't get me started on any of the Oakland mayors, okay?
Raider Law, what's going on? I got my boy Rick. Aloha. Shout out. She said, not sure. All I know, it was the FBI. Ooh.
Oh, that kind of raided? Okay, now I'm interested.
Right.
First, I was like, well, I'm not happy with their performance or her performance. I hope she's okay. But now we got
like,
the FBI.
Oh, okay. So they kicked in the doors.
Right.
Okay. Well, keep us updated. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mother Moon. She said, I didn't know this. Show it again. So
settle down.
Yeah, settle down. Myra, leave the hoochie daddy shorts alone. Hey, you do you. What's going on, Omar? He said, yeah, Oakland is looking bad for a bit. Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, well, when you mismanage your business and essentially the mayor's the CEO and you mismanage a business and the business is your town, it's going to look ugly. So,
Yeah, no, for sure. No, that's terrible. It's terrible to hear that, man, because I've always had so many good memories of Oakland, and I just hate to think what it's going to become with everything leaving. So, tough to hear. But we did get some good news. Well, I won't say good news, but we actually got some Raiders got some love in the media, believe it or not. So
we like love.
NFL.com, they actually mentioned a couple of our rookies that are likely to get on the all-rookie team. So, of course, starting off with our number 2, Jackson Powers Johnson, our second-round guy. So he said looks for Powers Johnson to be an all-rookie pick, much like the past second-year interior lineman Creed Humphrey, Osiris Torrance, and Steve Avila. Powers Johnson started center for Oregon last fall, but played both guard spots during his career, displaying excellent use of leverage and short area agility to create blocking angles. Whoever starts a quarterback for the Raiders this year will appreciate the rookie's efforts. I love hearing that.
I like it. Hey, some positive news coming out of the Raiders.
Positive.
Camp over there. I like it.
Because, they never give us love. So, I was definitely stoked to hear that. And then,
I will say really quickly, just want to speak on JPJ for a second. If you're in the Vegas area, when I'm in Vegas, I literally go to the M like almost every day to either check music, smoke a cigar, have some dinner, whatever. The place is littered with Raiders, especially the rookies. A lot of the rookies are living there. I see JPJ on the regular. So if you look into... Oh, yeah. I don't even bother him anymore.
Like, what up, bro?
Yeah. At this point, he's going to think I'm like, you again? Like, dude, this is my hangout. I was here first. No, I'm kidding. No, but in all seriousness, if you're in the area, stop by the M. They're always hanging out.
Nice. Now, where is that? Is that more towards Henderson?
It's in Henderson, right?
Okay.
Right off St. Rose, 2 miles from the facilities.
Got it. Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
Mother Moon keep the M on the down low.
Yeah, don't want everybody up in there.
Why not?
Well, I mean, we can. I mean, shout out to especially all the Raider super fans. I really love the Raider super fans. I wouldn't mind seeing like Raider Penguin and I know Power Raider and Raider Mike and all them, man. So shout out to all the super fans. So do they go there to the M?
I do not know about. I'm trying to think. I don't know that I've ever seen like costume fans hanging out.
Oh, really? Well, then that's not the spot to be. I need them to go there though. But shout out to Raider Penguin and all them, man. Those are my people. But so the other rookie, of course, Brock Bowers. What they said, the Raiders should lean on 2 tight end sets much more often this year, with Bowers lined up at the H-back on the line or slot, while 2023 second-round pick Michael Mayer plays a more typical off-tackle spot, Bowers will be a matchup problem for most linebackers and safeties with his quickness, strength, and strong hands, giving Devontae and Jacoby a foil to stretch defenses vertically and horizontally. While it's not the strongest part of his game, Bowers should also earn respect for his run blocking on the outside. So, again, shout out to both Brock and JPJ. I know a lot of us kind of already have high expectations of them anyway, but you know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they're going to do, and hopefully they make this all rookie team. So what's your thoughts on these two getting a little bit of praise? Because again, we don't get it that often.
Yeah, you know, I love it. I think any positive news is great for what the Raiders kind of momentum has going right now. Listen, if people are already noticing these guys are producing so early on, like, that's huge.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And to get these guys maybe a little bit of confidence, feeling good about the work that they're doing, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah. Like, especially with JPJ, because it's hard to really tell, you know, how he's doing, because, I mean, they're not really hitting, and I know he's been injured for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where Brock's able to catch the ball and show his quickness, so he's really been, you know, highlighting his skill set. So, but I'm just excited, because once those pads come on, you know, this training camp, we're going to see a lot of these guys, so it's going to be pretty awesome to see. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Are you going to try to go to the training camp at all?
I mean, never say never, but that's not my plan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go last year? You went last year, right?
I went last year. Yeah, I've been several. I mean, I've been several times. Last year was the first time I went in Vegas. When it was in Napa, I went all the time. You know, if I happen to be in the area, I'll go. I'm not going to make like a special trip out of it.
Yeah. How far is that from you? That's not.
Depends on where you is.
Yeah.
I don't know, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours, depending on where I am. Maybe an hour.
Okay.
I don't know. Depends.
Okay.
Depends which part of the triangle I'm on.
There you go. There you go. You do keep it moving. One of the next big topics that pretty much everybody's talking about, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, of course, but you know, there's a lot of talk about our coach and his financial situation that he's looking at. So says the Raiders coach Antonio Pierce subject to judgments of over $28 million as wife files for bankruptcy. So that's from my understanding. I think she filed it last week or the week before or whatever. And just kind of want to get your thoughts on it, Spice. I know we kind of talked about it for a second, you know, before we got started. But what are your thoughts on it?
Well, before we go into thoughts, I just want to give a little bit of context. So I'll read a little bit about what it's all about. So in the 2010s, Pierce invested into these car dealerships that I suppose he was an investor in his wife's company that were these dealerships. So even though he was a passive investor, which, you know, most investors are,
yeah.
He didn't have any oversight. He didn't have any management or any part of the business affairs, but he was really an investor in a business.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, when you go into any investment opportunity, you hope to make money, but the odds of losing money are pretty high as well.
Yeah.
So that's a risk I think you have to be willing to take, right? So.
Yeah, so I didn't know. So it was something through her business or her company. So I didn't know that part.
As far as I understand, as far as I read, anyway.
Okay.
So, you know, she's claiming bankruptcy to protect the marital assets, to protect his wages from being garnished, things of that nature. So, I mean, my opinion on it, look, I don't know all the details of this. I didn't sit and read page for page what this bankruptcy is all about and who owes money and whatnot. But listen, if you owe money, you're responsible for paying it back, right? I mean, that sounds like these car dealerships are going out of business, and the owner of the business isn't able to pay back some of these loans and things of that nature. So to get out of having to pay, you claim bankruptcy. Listen, it's something all businesses do. I think if you ever read The Art of Business or whatever it's called by Donald Trump, I think that was chapter 1 through 12. So, it's not like it's the first time it's been done. Is it the most honest thing to do? I'm not so sure. If you owe money, should you pay it back? Sure. But hey, sign me up. I got some debt. I would like to keep my house, not have my wages garnished, and get out of all of my debt as well. So,
For sure. In the comments, so John Leon said, I'm pretty sure he had an LLC license, nothing to worry about here if you're used to making money. So that's definitely a way to look at it.
Not worried per se.
Yeah, I'm not worried really at all. My biggest thing is, and again, I know we kind of talked about it, but I just don't want it to be a distraction. As long as it's not a distraction on the football team, I'm not really, his personal investments is none of my business, and big companies like that profit a lot of money. I'm not really concerned about, them losing money because someone files a bankruptcy. So my thing is he going to coach? Is he going to be focused? Is his lowrider going to get taken away in the middle of the game while he's coaching because they repoed it? Who knows? But yeah, I'm kind of like you. It's just one of those things that, it's I'm not tripping about it too much, but without knowing all the details, but if you owe money, pay it back. So anyone out there that owes me money, pay back.
You want it back?
You can, for sure.
No, I guess I'll just say this overall, and I think I've kind of had this overall opinion while doing the show. When we can talk about bankruptcy, businesses, tweets, or what have you. It's not. I don't think if you think this is cool, then think everyone that does it's cool, and you think it's not cool, then everyone who doesn't. You know what I mean? There just needs to be some consistency. I guess I just don't like when just in overall when people pick and choose when things are right or wrong. If it favors what they like.
Oh yeah, that's life. Period. It's like. Yeah, if it's someone that you like that did it, okay, you'll sweep it under the rug.
Right.
So, but let's see what everybody in the comments are saying. Leo said, "Not the bankruptcy scandal." Let's see. Myra said, "Bankruptcy is normal for rich folks and celebrities." Leo said, "You can file bankruptcy and run this country. No need B News or Pant." Are you drunk, Leo? Or am I drunk? Let's see. Alon said, "From what I've been told, car dealerships are risky businesses. Inventory has to move or the car lot owners fall into a financial pit, but AP will come out of it, so I'm not worried about it."
Hey, put the 6.4 on the lot. See what that sells for to see if they can pay off some of that debt.
Right. Said not the 6.4. Let's see. John said you have to get an LLC license and separate your personal assets from your business assets. Simply not a story.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, it's like business. It's just that's the way it happens. It's limited liability. That's exactly what it stands for.
Right. That's the only Raider haters care about AP's business. They love going in those lame APs, bro. And honestly, that's what really kind of tickled me when I heard it, because everybody's like, "Oh, AP's broke. He's working for free." I'm like, "No, that's not how bankruptcy works."
Right, it doesn't. But Raiders fans would be saying that same ish if it happened to Bill Belichick.
Oh, we would.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of my point,
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I mean, I would love to hear it happen to Sean Payton or Andy
We'd
Reid
be like, there goes that cheater again.
Right, exactly. Oh, man. But nah, you gotta love it. One thing that we wanted to talk about, or I was gonna have you talk about, is the raffle that you got going on for these awesome tickets. You want to kind of talk about that and bring that up a little bit?
Sure. If you're watching for the raffle, we're gonna have the raffle here in probably the next 6 to 10 minutes or so. If you enter the raffle, it's 2 tickets for the Steelers-Raiders game. So the raffle is now closed. We've sold out, but hang on to see if you won. We'll be having that soon. And keep a lookout for other raffles. I think this is the third one for the season. I think he did the home opener, the Chiefs game, and now the Steelers. So we'll see if I decide to do another one. I'll tell you this though. It was hard to find. This was probably out of all the years I've been doing the raffles, this has probably been the hardest one to sell out. And I just think that speaks right. And it's actually not so surprising because I just think this speaks a lot to the amount of Steelers fans that are going to be in the building.
Yeah.
You know, and Raiders fans don't seem to be interested, and they're complaining about, you know, the cost is too high and this and that. And like, this is a really inexpensive way to potentially get in, especially if you're a betting person, right? If you're a betting person, you know, you put $10 in, $20 in or whatever, and you could hit pretty big. But from what the feedback I got is the Raiders fans just aren't interested in attending this game. I'm just reporting my feedback. Don't hate on me. But yeah, don't be surprised if that game is Steeler heavy.
I mean, it's gonna be Steeler heavy anyway.
Totally.
They travel so well.
Totally.
And the thing is, they're willing to pay that ticket too. You know, they're willing to pay that price. So, actually, Leo and I are actually we're thinking about doing a kind of like a raffle ourselves for those same. We have 4 different tickets that we're looking at. We're thinking about either just selling them or maybe doing a raffle.
For which one?
We're doing the Steeler game. The Leo, you got to help me out. I think Steelers, Browns. I don't know. There's 4. He'll put in the comments, but we're still trying to figure out how we want to do it. We would like Raider fans to get it, but like you said, you know, if they're not interested, they're not interested. So we'll see.
Yeah, and to John's point here, and I don't think you were speaking directly to me because when I said put the 6-4 on the lot, it was a joke. I don't know if it came off that way, but.
Said so people that know nothing about business. Oh yeah, purchase. I get what you're saying, John. But yeah, she was just playing about that. But I mean, the thing is, there's really fans that probably think that though, at least from other teams, because some of my Steeler fan buddies, they made sure I heard about it all day. So
yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's just part of a fandom, I guess.
For sure. Another pretty cool thing. Well, I ain't gonna say cool, but it was interesting to see. So ESPN, Jeremy Fowler says the Raiders have a quarterback position battle with a slight edge going to a more vocal Aiden O'Connell.
Okay.
So I know this is, you know, a lot of people have been talking about this. You know, just some of the stuff that he said about it. He said O'Connell and Minshew in the spring went after it. O'Connell probably has a slight edge right now based on coming into year 2 being more vocal. I'm told he's acting like a starting quarterback and Devontae Adams loves him, which always helps certainly with the brownie points. But Minshew has come in and shown some moxie. He's already got the offense. He's changing plays at the line of scrimmage, I'm told, and he's been good at off-script stuff. So it will be no surprising at all. Both quarterbacks got to start in preseason game maybe, but we have ourselves.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, for sure. So when you hear stuff like this, you know, kind of what are your thoughts when you hear it?
Yeah, listen, I don't know. I take all this kind of stuff with a grain of salt until we can really see what these guys can do. We're not there. We can only hear reports. They're not in full practice yet. I think we can really only kind of go from their reputation at this point, and AOC only has, you know, 1 year. He looks like he's a leader. We've seen that on the field. The guys are saying yes, that is true. But then you look at a guy like Minshew, who, from what I've understood, his practice reputation is a little bit than his gameplay reputation, right? The way he practices versus what he does and how he makes things happen in games are very different. He's kind of like a playmaker. He makes it happen. He figures it out. So I don't know. I again, you know, we can debate this quarterback thing all day long, but I just think we have to wait and see. And it's going to be fun to watch.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. You know, I think I love hearing that O'Connell is more vocal, because that was one thing that you could just tell. Like, it's not like we're in the locker room or in the huddle, but you can just tell he's very soft spoken, and it's hard to kind of get after, you know, to kind of follow someone like that. But again, if you understand, he went through a shit show last year. He was a rookie, still trying to learn everything himself. I think it is big seeing that Devontae Adams loves him. Now, again, I don't know if that's true or not, because Devontae seems like a guy that, he's not going to throw anyone under the bus if you ask him about him, especially a teammate. But with Devontae's close relationship with the offensive coordinator, whoever Devontae likes is going to get the start. So if that is true, if Devontae prefers him, then he's going to be the guy. So.
However, didn't say prefers. He just said loves. He could love the
true.
other guy
That
too.
is true.
He could love the other guy too.
That is true. I mean, AOC seems like a lovable guy, but Devontae also wants a dog out there too. And AOC is not necessarily a dog mentality type of guy, but I mean, if he can get him the ball and Devontae can score touchdowns, and we'll see. I thought it was also pretty cool that seeing that Minshew already kind of understands the offense. I think that's pretty big. And again, they're just rolling stuff out now. But I think with him being a veteran, working under a lot of different play callers and a lot of different systems, I mean that just shows what a veteran is. You pick up things a lot faster, whereas Aiden literally is starting over. He had to almost forget everything he learned last year and literally start over. So, we'll see. But like you said, I don't see how people could even evaluate, at this point of year, because, the guys just have helmets on. You can't touch the quarterback. I mean, the line's not really blocking, there's not going to be no running or anything like that. So the true evaluation starts in a little bit. Well, actually, in about a month from now. So when training camp starts, and then we'll see what happens. But
speaking of pads, who's coming out wearing the bump cap?
You say who is? They all are.
In a game, I mean.
Yeah. No, that's true. Exactly. So it's just, I mean, it's all fun and games when you're out there. Yeah,
bubble helmets. Who's wearing the bubble helmet? Who's wearing the bump cap out there on that field?
Exactly. And the little booty shorts, man. Like you gotta be able to get hit and get up, and So, I don't know. The game of football is played with pads on. So I think people need to pump their brakes, but I still am glad to hear stuff like that, because everything I've heard so far is how the defense just been dominating, and the offense is like way behind and stuff like that. So. It's good to see that there's at least some good news. It's kind of
that makes sense though. I mean, the defense has only gotten stronger.
Oh yeah,
and they already had their core and they've gotten stronger. The offense, we're kind of looking at, we're still just figuring out who the quarterback is. You've got a new lineman, you've got new weapons. So yeah, of course, I would expect that. Yeah,
no, for sure. I mean, almost everyone came back. I think we had 10 out of the 11 starters come back, and you add a beast, a phenom like Christian Wilkins. So, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, that defense is, I mean, all the continuity that they have, that's, they're going to be fired up and ready to play. D Menace, man, appreciate you coming through. But yeah, you want to go ahead and get started on the raffle to see who the lucky winners are?
Sure thing. Someone hopefully that's going to represent in that environment. Look, so the Steelers have always traveled well. Even the days in Oakland. This team in particular is not like the situation where Vegas has, kind of lost home field advantage. The Steelers have always been pretty dominant in that.
Oh yeah, no, that's wherever they go, they always they travel.
All right, we gonna start this thing here.
Okay.
All right. Where is it? There it is.
There we go. Okay, so it's going. The first winner.
The first one, it says 45. Who's 45? I actually don't have it up. If you number 45, let me know. Congratulations. Mother Moon's usually pretty on it. Let's see if she throws it up there.
Mother Moon. Who is number 45? He said, John, how do I get in the raffle?
Well, this raffle is closed now. And
but the next one.
But the next one, exactly. 45. Oh, I'm actually really I would be excited for everybody, but this guy deserves it. Raider Travis for the win.
Oh, Raider Travis. Okay. Raider Travis is in the building, too.
For the win. And I only say that because Raider Travis had day one supporter. member of the channels here. So congratulations, Raider Travis. Shoot me DM me your email, and I will transfer the tickets to you.
He said, "Good luck, everyone." He must have did that before. You won, buddy. You supposed to flex on them, man. They not like us.
Oh wait, he just reacted. He must be a little behind.
There
we go. There it
is. Shout out Raider Travis, man. That's awesome, man. So he got 2 tickets for that game.
2 tickets for the Steelers versus the Raiders. So
nice.
Shoot me your email and I'll transfer you the tickets.
Nice.
And yeah, look out. John asked, look out for other raffles. You can either find them on For Life. We usually advertise it on For Life, our Raiders Story Instagram, or Spicy Raider Girl on Facebook is where the raffle is originated and where you can actually make your entries and things of that nature. Like I said, I already did the home opener, did the Chiefs game, the Steelers game. Obviously, we just gave away, and then we'll figure out which games we want to do moving forward.
Nice. Awesome. Sweet, Travis. That's awesome, man. Shout out to my boy Daniel Caps. He said, "Did y'all see fan-sided saying Raiders quarterback room is an embarrassment? They can kiss Nation's ass." Well, I mean, on paper, it doesn't look the best on paper, but hey, I think we're going to surprise some people. I think we are. Honestly,
there's more embarrassing quarterback rooms. Put it that way.
Yeah, to me, it's
ask the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos, and I don't care nobody says the Vikings, because they're talking about how J.J. McCarthy is stinking up the joint, and I've been trying to tell all you guys that, and they are starting Sam Darnold. I don't care. I'd rather have AOC or Gardner than Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold is trash.
Okay.
For sure. So,
hey, and with all due respect, Daniel Caps, I don't even know who Fansized is, so I don't even know why we paying attention. I never heard of them anyway.
Yeah, just like my 2 cents says, they're amateur riders at best.
I didn't even know they're riders. I didn't know it all, but okay, I'll check out Fansized.
Let's see.
No hate either. I just never heard of them to know that they be talking trash, but now I know.
For sure. Let's see. Who else
are they Raiders writers, or are they football writers, or who cares?
I think it's just Raiders.
We don't know.
I think they do
Raiders haters.
Raiders,
writers, Raiders haters. Okay.
There you go. Let's see. So Cammy, so you must have been a little late. So he said, "Why are you checking out Max's legs? It's hot in Vegas. That's why his shorts are low." He wasn't even in Vegas. He was in Michigan. Also, he wants to show that
I got nothing bad to say about Mad Max or his legs. Okay, I'm gonna put that right on record.
I'm just saying he's in Michigan, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Him and his girl share shorts, man. Shout out to that. I love Max, man. You know, you gotta laugh it off, man. He probably laughed too.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let's see. Raider Law. He said, "My prediction for the year, and not bring Drake Kendrick into this, but they not like us, needs to be played at all home games, because no team is like us." That's true. No team is like us. That's for sure. Whether good or bad, there's no team like us. Let's see. My man Omar. He says 77 days until the season opener. Man, that seems like a long time though. 77 days. Okay,
Omar, are you still watching? Because I need this answer fast. How many days to your wedding date? And if you don't know that, we got a problem.
Omar, you're on the spot.
Actually, I don't even know if he said a wedding date. I'm just talking. He's like my big brother. I'm just giving him a bad time.
Omar would be the one that knows how many days at a Raider opener over his wedding, though. You know, that's real.
Totally.
Let's see. Who else we got in here? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are rocking it out. Let's see. Mother Moon said, "Why not check out Max's legs?" In my head, Max's legs. Okay, this is getting real weird all of a sudden. Settle down, Mother Moon. Settle down. Shout out to my boy, Real Talk Raider Nation.
Don't get her started about how soft his hands are.
Oh, Jesus. Do I even want to know? Probably not. Shout out my boy Real Talk Raider Nation. He said, "What's good, panel? Salute to the chat, man. I appreciate you coming through." But yeah, man, it's just that time of year that, you know, we just she's laughing. We just gotta be patient. You know, we gotta be patient. You know, baseball is like the only thing to watch right now, and I can't stand baseball, but you know, one more month for training camp, and then it's going down.
Yeah, you want to go over some of the dates of some important, I guess, training camp and events that are coming up. Also, let's talk a little bit about the rush with Howie Long. I mean, Howie Long, of all people.
Oh, man.
Who doesn't love them some Howie Long?
Gotta love Howie Long. Yeah. And for you guys that didn't see it, man, I mean, that was a great show with Howie Long and Maxx. And one thing that just kind of popped out to me right away was just the mutual respect and the way that Howie really appreciates how Maxx plays the game of football. Like, he takes it seriously. He plays the game the way it should be played, and he even said it reminds him how they played back in the day. You know, just like that raw, just love for the game. I mean, it was just a good conversation. You know, them like Maxx talking about just the culture. You know, he didn't really understand what it meant to be a Raider until he got into the building and saw those pictures of the Howies and, Cliff
Elzado.
Yeah, and all those guys, man. And I think he said even just walking up and seeing the flame, he's like, man, this is different.
Okay. Different. That was a bit confusing because he started in Oakland. So when he says when you first walk into the building and you see the flame out front, there was no flame in front of either this Oakland or in Alameda. Yeah. So he don't forgot about that. There was no flame. I
don't know. Maybe it sounded good for the podcast.
It sounded good for the podcast. First time when I saw the
what flame? That actually is a good point. I didn't catch that when he said it. In my mind, I just thought that he went to. Damn, that's crazy.
It's all good though. Hey, that's how his memory was. But actually, on the real though, what really stood out to me, what I thought was interesting, I think Maxx prides himself on being able to take every snap, and we look at Maxx as this beast, as this man of football should be, and be able to take every snap. So I thought that the beginning of the show, how we talked about how he'd actually like to see him not take every snap, rotate in and out, so that he can be available in those fourth quarter moments, those halftime moments, those big play moments. So that I wonder if Maxx will take that to heart, or kind of hear that advice, or the coaches will kind of take that advice, or kind of hear that and say, hey, if this is coming from Howie Long, where we think, hey, let's save Maxx here and there and really use him when we need him. Not that we don't need him every play, but when it really matters. Or are they just going to say, cool, Howie, thanks for your 2 cents, and we gonna play every snap?
Right.
I'm just curious if that is that going to be absorbed and actually happen on the field, or is that just something that's said in passing? And listen, I don't really have an opinion or one way or the other. I just thought it was an interesting point for Howie to bring up.
Right. No, I think to me, I think, like you said, Maxx takes pride at, taking all those snaps and not coming off the field. But for Maxx to be able to do that, we got to have some other people off the bench that Maxx can actually trust. Because I think now he's like, I don't want to come off the field because the team needs me. I'm a difference maker. But if we get some of those young guys like the Tyree Wilsons, and, I know that Malcolm Kuntz is already coming on, but we got some other edge rushers that can, at least give Maxx a breather to the point where he can be at maximum, capacity, for the plays that he is in. I mean, that'd be huge. But I think, honestly, Maxx is one of those guys. I mean, he has that Kobe mentality. Kobe, Kobe wouldn't come out the game that much.
Sure.
Or Kobe's not trusting no one else with the last shot, because Kobe's like, forget you. I've been in the gym all night shooting while you guys were out doing whatever. No, when the game's on the line, I'm taking a shot. And I think that's kind of like Maxx is like, no one outworks me. I work harder than everyone else. I'm going to be on this field. So
hey, and if he stays on that path, cool. I'm all for it. I'm just throwing that out there as, hey, do you think?
No, but I mean that's a good call out.
I just want to circle back. Double D says, yes, there was a torch in Alameda. As far as I remember, there was never a torch in Alameda at the training facility. From what I know, the torch was always at the Oakland Coliseum. I don't think there were two. And then somebody said, and then he also goes on to say the torch was moved from Alameda to Henderson. Double D, I think that's also inaccurate. I think the torch was moved from Oakland and not even to Henderson. I think the one at Henderson's a new one. If you go to see the Al Davis torch in the stadium and you look at the base of it, they took the panels off and they put the torches of the Oakland panel on the base of the one that's in the stadium. Listen, I could be wrong, but I actually think both of those comments are inaccurate. And I think that what I just said is the truth.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I didn't know either or. I just knew about the one at the Coliseum. So that's what my 2 cents said. Eternal Flame was at the Coliseum. So okay.
Right. So Alameda and Oakland, for maybe those that don't know, are actually two different locations.
Right.
Kind of like Vegas and Henderson. Henderson's the training facility. Vegas is the stadium. Alameda was a training facility, and obviously Oakland was the stadium. And as far as I know, there was only one torch in Oakland.
I'm trying to think. Where would it have been? Because when Al died, then I know that. So where was it? But was it all? It wasn't always up there though, right? They started lighting that for his memory, correct?
Correct.
At the stadium.
At the stadium.
So where was it before?
As far as
then?
I can remember, I don't think it existed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that's when it came around.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I thought that was just for his memory. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't think they had anything like that, like while he was living or anything like that. So, okay, no, but that was good. Let's see, Space Beast. He said yes, Oakland Coliseum to Henderson.
Exactly.
Is what I remember. Yeah. Now that's what I was thinking. I was like, whenever I went to Alameda, there's a waterfall.
Yeah.
Now, I know about the waterfall.
There was like a pond.
Yeah, it was like a pond with the little water fountain. Because I went inside like the little lobby area, took pictures. But yeah, I don't remember seeing no flames. So.
And by the way, now just for fun, if anybody cares, it's now the Oakland Roots Oakland football soccer team that uses that training facility.
Oh, Alameda.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Cool. But I'm actually surprised they have a soccer team there. Go Oakland. He said, Leo, the waterfall where everyone took a picture. Of course, yeah, that's where we all took pictures at. Leo, while you're on, what games are we going to do our either raffle or sell the games for? I know you're on here, so like I said, I know the Steelers. You said that team. Yeah, I know it's a Steelers. I don't know why I keep thinking just the Steelers. I'm trying to think of the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs game.
Why Leo got to be a hater?
Who's a hater? Nobody's a hater.
Huh?
But I thought you were talking to me. You said that team going to hey, shout out to Oakland, man. They going through a lot today.
Why you got to be a hater, Leo? Why you got to be a hater?
Okay, yeah, so San Francisco, Steelers, KC, Atlanta, Jaguar. There we go. So, yeah, we're going to figure out what we're going to do there. So, I don't know yet. Shout out to my boy Raider Allegiance. What's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Salute to you. One of the last things we want to just kind of touch up on. So just the key dates for training camp. So July 21st, the rookies report. So that's when all the rookies will be there. And then 2 days later, the 23rd, the veterans report to camp. And then we have August 1st is the Hall of Fame game, which is the Texans and Bears. And then the Raiders' first preseason game is August 10th against the Vikings. So, there's a couple things to look forward to. And the second game is the Cowboys. The 17th. The third is August 23rd.
It's Friday and Saturday night games for the Raiders home games, right? That should be fun.
Yeah.
Too bad it couldn't be under the lights. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be sweet. So, and then August 28th, the practice squad can be established with a maximum of 16 players, 17 including the one international player. So, just a couple things to kind of look at for the next couple months. So, it's exciting. Let's see. My boy, Real Talk Raider Nation. He said, "What game you guys attending this season?" So me myself, I'm going to the opener in LA. I'm going to week 2 in Baltimore, week 4 against Cleveland in Vegas. And then I'm going to Cincinnati whenever that is, because that's down the street. And then New Orleans for New Year's Eve. So those are the ones I'm going to. What about you, Spice?
I'm not giving y'all my schedule. You see me there, I'll be there.
Okay then. Okay, if you know, you know. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get to some of these games. So especially
like
early in the season.
Like Mother Moon says, where I'm at is where I'm gonna be.
There it is. Real Talk Raider Nation. What games are you going to? Oh, actually, he said only season ticket holders can attend training camp. Trash move by Mark Davis. Just saying.
Has it all? I feel like hasn't it always been like that? Or no?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I've always been a season ticket holder, so I haven't have to worry about that. Just saying.
No, but I think, but I heard there's some kind of rule where they have to make it like that. They can't let other fans go because that's considered someone else's area or whatever.
That makes sense.
I'm not sure.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, I just remember reading that, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. Let's see. Leo says since these games gonna be, oh yeah, we're gonna have fun there. We're gonna have fun. See, Mother Moon said, that's right. Myra said, make sure y'all come through to the Oakland tailgate in LA September 8th with Chris, Leo, and the rest of the TRS. Absolutely, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun at that game. Let's see. Raider Travis, he said he's going to the home opener and the Steelers now. Yes, you're going to the Steelers. Make sure you turn up, man. You have fun. I know you don't drink though, but have fun.
That means he got to twerk.
Yeah, I'm about to say you either got to twerk or toke, man.
I don't think he tokes either, so it's all twerking. It's gonna be a twerk fest. Right.
Let's see, Cammy. He said ALC had a half season, not a whole year. I mean, that's true. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a whole year as a professional player in the NFL. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully that ALC will continue developing like we're hearing in some of these reports. Let's see. Raider Allegiance. He said it was always like that, even in Oakland, in Napa. Okay, so that means it always must have been season ticket holders. Okay. Let's see. Real Talk Raider Nation hitting up both preseason games. Carolina for sure. Probably 2 more home games. Real Talk, you're in Vegas too, aren't you? If I remember correctly. Let's see. Mother Moon, yes, I do believe it's always been you have to be a season ticket holder to go to the training camp. So okay. Well, there you have it.
Maybe we'll raffle off some of those too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Forget raffling that off, man. I'll just pay you for it. Just give me those tickets. I'll go out there. I'll make a trip out there. Shoot, I do want to hit up a training camp. I've always wanted to.
Oh, you haven't gone?
Nah, I mean, cause I've never usually would make.
I actually like going.
Yeah. So like as a kid, I used to always go with my dad to the Browns because they opened that up to everybody. So just as a kid, I used to like doing that. With me living so far from the Raiders, I was always like a dream. Like, man, I wish I could go see them one day. So, but like you said, it's like I'd have to make a special trip. And all that.
Yeah. That's a lot. Man. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, cool. Well, it's always great to have a show with you, Spicy. What do you have coming up?
For sure.
Few days or so.
Well, you just got to. Right now, we are kind of, since we're in the off season, our shows are sporadic. But, you can always try to catch us Monday through Wednesday at 6 p.m. We might have one of our shows on. No set schedule for the off season, though.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Real Talk had a good comment. He said it's a trash move when the majority of the season ticket holders aren't even fans. Majority are the casinos or bought for investment purposes.
That's what whenever here's the thing. You can't be upset when it seems like most fans wanted the Raiders to get the hell out of Oakland. And this is what happens. This is part of why us Oakland Raiders fans were so upset because of this, because of these types of things. So, and I don't know this particular fan what his thought process on moving was, but listen, this is what was going to happen. This is part of what we were all fighting against.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'll just leave it alone.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't get me started. We good. We almost made it to the end.
Right.
We didn't have a drinking game tonight.
Oh man.
So my black cherry water here is not in the spicy mood.
There you go. No, I get it. But no, that's a good point, because I know there was a lot of fans that are they were wanting to get out of Oakland so bad, and like you said, that's what comes with it. So it's all unfortunate. You got to take it. You got to take the good with the bad, for sure.
Yep. You can't sit and complain about fans not going, ticket prices being too high, casinos getting them, the vibe being different. If you wanted this move, I'll sit here and complain about it all day because I don't want this move.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, if we can get everybody on board, circle back to that commercial. I think that's what that commercial was all about. Let's try to get everyone on board to what the Raiders fans, the way that we celebrate or cheer as Raiders fans, or yell or scream and cuss and whatever, let's try to get back to a little bit of our vibe, of the Raiders vibe, not the Las Vegas vibe,
For sure. That's why I'm excited to check out this LA tailgate, because I've never had a chance to do that before. So I heard that's a good vibe, similar to Oakland. So that'll be fun to experience. Space Beast said, he said same thing with the whiners in Santa Clara, but companies are leaving now. So there's that. It's crazy. It says stop complaining. Like, it's crazy. All right. Well, for me personally, I have my show on every Friday, Fan Talk Friday. So make sure you guys tune in. I'm going to have definitely a good show this Friday coming up. Still have some interviews that I'm still solidifying with some players. So that should be coming in the very near future. Just had to wait until the, OTAs and all that stuff got over. So hopefully I'll get that locked in soon.
All right. Can we just? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought you finished your lineup. My bad.
No, and then lastly, I was just gonna say, and then my Sunday show with my brothers TRS. So we have that show as well, Syndicate Sunday. So make sure you check that out. But besides that, go ahead, Spice.
Yeah, since we have a couple more minutes here, and Real Talk Raider Nation, throw that one up.
This one.
So I don't understand how these two thoughts can go together, to be honest. I understand the move, but doesn't mean I need to like sitting next to opposing teams' fans every home game. I mean, I guess was that not your expectation? I don't know. That's just how it is, right? That's how. Hopefully, it's not always going to be. But I mean, listen, we're 5 years into it, and nothing's changed. This was always going to be part of the new culture. Is having. Listen, what do we do what do we do as Raiders fans when the schedule comes out? We look to the coolest place we want to go.
Miami.
Yeah, the cities we want to go. No
true.
offense, but I'm not checking off Cleveland. I'm just kidding with you.
No, hey, I don't live in Cleveland. I'm in Columbus. We don't even like Cleveland.
No, but in the real, you look at, okay, where can I party? New Orleans. Where can I party? Miami. Like that's the type. So of course every fan's gonna go, hey, where's the party? Vegas. And Mark Davis and company are making so much money, and you're gonna be mad at anybody. Be mad at that. If you're mad at people making money, to me, it's just it's. What are you going to do at this point? But I mean, just to still what are you going to do?
Yeah. So Myra kind of touched on it. What do you think was going to happen when they left Oakland? But I don't know, man. I know we're about to wrap up, but I guess I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was. Like I thought at least the local people, since they've never had an NFL team, I thought they would at least.
It's not their team. Listen, real quick. I've spent a lot of time in Vegas recently, and they love their Golden Knights. They even love their Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, they're homegrown.
They're homegrown. They have a culture. They understand their culture. Listen, as a worldwide brand, the Raiders is obviously bigger than the Las Vegas Aces. As a local Las Vegas brand, the Las Vegas Aces are bigger, meaning the locals care about that team more than they do about the Raiders. And I'm talking about locals.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I guess I thought since they backed them so much, they would like having a team. But I wonder if they just started a new team from Vegas, if they would follow them.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to people before they even moved there, people that are in Vegas that were football fans, which surprisingly doesn't seem like there were many. They already had their teams, and it wasn't the Raiders. I think a lot of them said the Broncos or the Cardinals. Those were kind of more in their region.
Yeah.
So if they were locals, they kind of were already leaning that way, or they didn't really care about football at all.
Yeah.
So I think if Vegas would have gotten their own team, it would be a different story. I think the Raiders were banking on the fact that the Raiders travel well, and wherever we go, you will follow.
Yeah.
Yep. And it hasn't really translated. I know I'm going to get the 100 people that do follow over here and argue with me that they go to every game. Okay, congratulations. We're probably one of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying overall.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that winning will cure some of it. But again, you get some of those teams with, like the Steelers and stuff like that. We'll never really be able to compete with that, at least anytime soon. So we'll see.
Yep. All right.
Well, let's wrap it up. As we always say, Spice, you want to get us on out of here?
For sure. You know what, Raider Nation? We go out one way and only one way. Raiders! Hey, real quick before we go out, I just want to say I can go on this topic forever and ever and ever. And Real Talk Raider Nation says too much to say in this chat. I get it. It's hard to chat. Come on the show. I'll invite you on. I would love to see Real Talk Raider Nation, Raiders, Allegiance, Aphrodisiac from the Oakland area. All of y'all, come on with me. Let's talk about it. I love this topic actually. So hit me up, Spicy Raider Girl, or For Life or Raider Story. Let's set up a time and let's talk it out. Wait, we got nothing else to talk about really in the off season, so why not?
Might as well. Yeah, 'cause Real Talk, I'm supposed to have him on my show. Yeah, we already discussed, because he has a good platform as well. So that actually will be a good conversation, because he's a real fan. So shout out to him.
All right, let's have it.
Cool. All right, y'all. You guys have a good one. Good night. See you Friday. Peace.